All right, guys, today I'm going to show you how to trim your eyebrows. Now, I've already made this video a couple years ago. It's currently got about 56,000 views. It sounds like a lot, it is, but apparently everybody's not seeing it because I keep getting request after request to make this. And I keep trying to tell people, I already have. And I copy the link and I paste it in the comments and I still keep getting the requests. So I'm going to remake this. Hopefully the algorithm gods will smile upon me and you likewise, and it'll have a different effect, hopefully. Now there's a slight modification between that video and this one presently. And I'll explain that. And there's not a lot of differences, but there is one. You will need 3 different things to do this, but the process is so simple. It'll have you looking much sharper. Your wife's gonna be happy. Your girlfriend's gonna be pleased. She's gonna take a look at you and go, something's different. I don't know what it is, but I like it. And she'll figure it out really quick probably, because women are paying close attention to their grooming status. I guess that's the way I should say it, maybe. They pay close attention to things like their eyebrows and whatnot. So if you want her to draw close to you, then you need to be taking care of yourself similarly, okay? So what you're gonna need is you're gonna need a good set of trimmers. There's a lot of different ones in the market. I'm gonna give you about 3 different options in this video today. And then you'll want a pair of tweezers. Oh, also, let me pull this out. You're gonna want a bristle brush handy too, because as the eyebrow clippings fall down in your face, you're gonna wanna brush them off, and that's the best thing to use. So, okay, what I used in that video previously was the Wall Aqua Blade trimmer. Okay, and that's a great trimmer. I love it. And then I've also used Remington before, but in this one I'm using Brio Beardscape. And this is my favorite one, and this is the one I can actually save you some money on. Now, pay close attention to this, okay? Lean in, turn the volume up. This is where the rubber meets the road, okay? Most trimmers, most clippers have guards, and you will need the guard. This is all about using a guard. Most trimmers have guards numbered 1 through 8. Numbered 1 through 8, okay? If you're going to use trimmers that have guards numbered 1 through 8, you're gonna want the number 2 guard, because that's a 6mm guard, okay? Now, I don't cut it at 6mm, but if you're going to do this, if you're gonna do that, then you're gonna wanna use a number 2 guard, which is 6mm, all right? But if you're going to get a Brio Beardscape, they do not number their guards 1 through 8. They're all measured in millimeters, okay? 1 through, I think, 18 or 19, I think it's 18 millimeters. And I apply the guard that indicates 6mm, all right? Very similar, but the etchings on the guards are different, and that's something you need to pay attention to, okay? Now, I'll tell you why I use the Brio for this, because in that video I used 6mm, and this one I'm going to 7mm. Now, they don't make a 7mm guard, but what you can do with this, that you can't do with the other trimmers, is that you can actually open this trimmer up about 1 more millimeter, okay? You can't do that in the other ones. Now, the reason why I do this is because I found that 7mm actually works better for me than 6mm. So I'm going to take the 6mm guard, and this is double-sided. So this side is 6mm, this is 3. I don't want to make a mistake on this. I'm just gonna clip it on like this. I'm gonna make sure that this is all the way open, just like that. See, if I close it all the way, it is 6mm, and I'm not gonna go wrong doing that. I just prefer it at 7. Now remember, you can't do this on the other trimmers. So I'm gonna open that up, and I'm gonna go against the grain this way. Now, I've had a lot of guys tell me, I see what you're doing, Greg, but it scares me to death. If you use a guard, you're gonna be fine. Even if you use the wrong guard, you may end up with brows cut a little bit shorter than you want, but you'll still have eyebrows. So use the right guard, double check, if you're gonna use a different trimmer than the Brio, make sure you use the 6mm. If you're gonna use the Brio, put the 6mm on and open it up to make it 1 more millimeter to turn it into a 7mm. Now, I turn this on, I go against the grain. Hear that? All right. Maybe about 3 passes there. Go to the other side. So 7mm allows me to keep my brows just a little bit longer than the 6mm, obviously, but it turned out to be better for me than the 6. Like I said, you could do them either way and it'd be just fine. Now, I'm gonna go back through, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the comb, the fine tooth comb, I'm gonna push the eyebrows up. Okay, I'm gonna try to get the hairs pointing up as much as possible. Now, they're not gonna just stand straight up. At least mine don't, but you're gonna push them up a little bit, and then you're gonna go down. Just like that. Okay. I'm gonna take my brush, my boar bristle brush, I'm gonna go back through, get all the hair off my face. Okay. I'm gonna look at where the brows come down a little bit. They thin out, as they go further down. I'm trying to make sure they're even with my eyes right here. If they go below it, you're gonna wanna take your guard off, and then you're gonna wanna, you wanna be careful around the eyes, guys. I don't want you to be irresponsible and blame me for this. So you just want to make sure that you're going to even them up down here, and that you probably won't have to do much. The only other thing you're going to need to do is, if you have hair growing in the middle right here, is start plucking the hairs out. And I don't want to hear about how, oh, that sounds painful. Come on. There's nothing to it. I mean, if you can't take this, you probably have really soft hands. Okay. So I don't hardly have anything there, because I used to get a lot of hair there. It just doesn't grow there anymore. Hardly at all. It does some, but hardly. If it does, it's usually white. But that's what I use. I use the Brio Beardscape. I put the 6mm guard on. I open the trimmer all the way up, turn it into a 7mm. I go against the grain, comb it back out, comb it up. I trim down. And then I brush off with the boar bristle brush, and that makes it look really good. Guys, I actually get compliments on my eyebrows from women. I really do. I'm not just saying that, I do, because they can see that I've had people come up to me and go, "How do you do that?" And so, if you are wanting to know, here you go. Now Brio does make an axis trimmer that has a 6mm guard. It is smaller. It's kind of handy for this thing, for doing the eyebrows and things like that. But the only thing I don't like about this, the only disadvantage this one has over this is this one does not have, the trimmer does not move up and down right here. So I can't turn it into a 7mm. But it is kind of handy. If you just want this and you want to use a 6mm, you can. 6mm obviously is gonna make it just a little bit shorter, but not much. I just happen to like 7mm more. I hope that's helped. I hope it's meant something to you. Someone's asked me before, do you put beard oil or any kind of beard products in it? And I told them, I said, I don't purposely, but when I put beard products in my beard, the residue I have in my hand, I usually rub into my skin and on my scalp. I know a lot of you guys aren't going to have a shaved head, but I would suggest that if you're using beard products at all, some of you don't even have a beard, but if you do, take the residue you have in your hand, rub it on your skin, because it's really good for your skin. All the ingredients that are in most of these beard oils, like jojoba oil, vitamin E oil, it's all very good for your skin. And you'll inadvertently get it in your eyebrows anyway. Make sure you close your eyes, of course, but just rub it in really good. So you're gonna have it in there. But so I don't purposely put it in my eyebrows, but it does make it there more than likely. But that's about all I've got for you. I hope that's helped. If you have any questions regarding this, put them down in the comments section below, and I'll do my best to answer you in a timely manner. If you have any suggestions for further videos that you'd like me to elaborate on, I'll be happy to do that too. I may even mention you if you like in a future episode. So guys, I hope this has been meaningful to you. I hope it's been useful, and let me know what the results are. But just stop being scared of putting a guard on the trimmer and going through your brows. Like, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine, all right? Tell me what the results were. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great week. Bye-bye.